I'm having trouble finding that nipple.
There's blood on the grass right here.
Yeah, I'm not stressed out.
Give me a fist bump.
This is no longer a little baby beaver. No way. Look at this titty. Today I'm going to show you guys how to catch and cook a newborn capybara.
Good morning, everybody. This is my daughter, Tibby. I've been giving her this chicken with a little bit of supplement powder on it, but as you can see, ants are getting into this. So I have to move it into here because the ants haven't figured out how to get over here yet. But it's a new day and my taxes are done. So I'm going to show you guys what the property looks like.
But now that the Clappy Blappies have free range of the whole entire property, I leave these gates open so they can come in here and poop in these tubs if they want. But for the most part, they choose not to. And now these are just watering tubs for all the other animals.
Garbanzo bean.
And Garbanzo Bean and his wives now have free range of the whole place. As you can see, now that there are no longer any cappies swimming around in here, water's actually cleared up quite a bit. It's the end of the first night and we haven't lost any Rhea chicks. Looks like the Rhea are so preoccupied with the grass that they don't even want their feed anymore. I'm gonna give a little bit of this to the ducks, but look how happy they are, you guys. Those are some happy little babies. And Patrick and his girlfriend are doing very well over there. But these guys just spent the whole morning walking around looking for crickets and bugs and other little things to hunt. But I went ahead and put their food right here so I could fill it up a little easier with these buckets. Little wild prairie dog that I can't catch that somebody abandoned here has built up his mound a little bit higher, which is nice. And although I think the older Rhea would stomp on him and try and kill him, these little guys are going to grow up with him. And this little goober is still pecking at his brothers. But as you guys can see, this is the perfect little place for these Rhea to grow up. All of this grass is basically just food for them. And if they ever need to, they can get out of the rain in here. But it looks like the sprinklers are shooting into here. This is what the pond looks like now that the cappies have free range. And surprisingly, you guys, I don't see that much poop in here. Look at these precious little creatures. This is where I plan to keep these guys for the rest of the fall. Get back, Garbanzo Beans! Now you guys can see Bevo's set up a little bit better during the day here. He still does live in here, even though he's built a pretty big lodge over there on the other end. Oh, look at that girl diving. This boy always takes his little carrot and goes right back into his little den. So I pour a little bit extra food in there for him. But with all these branches, this guy does not need any more food. This is what the wetland filter looks like, you guys. There are little baby cappy poos in there. And I'll show you guys what I do real quick to clean it. A little prairie dog came out to start yelling at me. Do you hear him? That is a prairie dog's bark. And I don't know when, if ever, this pond will ever stop being so silty. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys. No way. How does this happen literally the day we move them out? The literal day I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's move her out. She just pops out 2 more babies. Gort, did you finally have little babies of your own? You just have 2 babies in there, Gort? Did you just have 2 little babies in there? No, don't be walking on my little trees. Good heavens, you guys. We are overrun with Clappy Blappy. Okay, let me get a little look at them, Mama. Oh my gosh, look at they're wet. They're still wet. They are still wet with amniotic fluid, you guys. Oh my gosh, she might still be having babies. Goodness, look how precious these things are. Back off, boy. But wow, we're really out here farming Clappy Blappies, you guys. I might even need to call a friend to come over here and help me herd her back. But look at that, you guys. There's still a little bit of blood on her butt. And I guess that explains why she was getting mad at these guys from nursing off of her. Because that milk wasn't for them after all. Oh, and look at this, you guys. There's blood on the grass right here. This is where she gave birth. The miracle of life has occurred again here on my own little farm. And what a perfect little place this is for these mothers to finally become moms. And as long as we raise those other 2 the same way we're raising these guys, I think they're always going to be friendly. Having said that, I don't want these guys walking out of the fence. And I think that they could walk through that fence really easily, and we don't need that happening. Come here, child. Oh, okay, just kidding. It already happened. This little guy's out there. Guess I'm going on a walk through the woods today. Oh my goodness, look at this little goober. All right, I'll leave those guys alone until they get a little bit more comfortable. But look at this precious little boy. I refilled all Patrick's water, so now him and his little girlfriend over there, who is still horrified of me. You can see her from my window running around out here with them. They're pretty happy here. I'll give you guys a quick update on the other animals. I just refilled that water for them. Boo Boo, my dog, lives over here. And Pabo, my other dog, is hanging out on the trampoline. This is where he sleeps when the weather is nice. And him and DeBaby are good friends because they were raised together. And DeBaby was actually raised as a child by poggers. Now I think DeBaby is too big to play around with poggers because he could rip his gut open. Because with these little claws of his, DeBaby could rip poggers in half. We don't need that. But as you guys can see, all the kangaroos are now hanging out in here where the cappies hang out because they love the shade that these trees provide all day. A lot of mosquito larva in here though. But wow, of course this happens the day I finally move the Cappies out to be in the pond. Oh, but look, you guys, the Capybaras are hanging out with their little siblings. And Capybaras are so cool, you guys, because they raise their babies communally. Now, these precious little beings are going to be raised with these other guys, and they're both going to nurse from both mothers. With these big prey species, and these are the biggest rodents, both mothers will work together to raise all of the babies collectively. Well, it would be good to keep these guys together. Part of me thinks that I should just herd the mama over back to where she was before. That was the perfect little nursery area for these little guys until they get a little bit older. But man, this is the cutest thing that's ever happened here on the farm. So if we move Gort over there, then these babies will have all of those teats to herself. We don't have to worry about these little guys stealing milk from her when these babies need all the milk they can get. But good heavens, look how precious these babies are. And this little guy is not too good at finding the nipple, you guys. Look, he keeps missing it. She's still having trouble finding that nipple. Oh, what a privilege it is to be one with the Capybara tribe and to be trusted with all of these babies. Hello there, little child. Oh, get back here. Even though Gort appears so chill, I feel like she's still about to give birth. I think she could give birth at any moment now. Also, these guys still need milk, and they're more effective milk drinkers than the little guys, so I have to move them. Oh my goodness, look at them. This is what a newborn capybara looks like. These are baby cappies, you guys, but this is a newborn. Also, two big hawks just came in out of nowhere and landed right there, you guys, so I need to go ahead and protect my babies. And I think that's one of my vultures hanging out over there on the tree. Everybody wants to eat my babies. Not on my watch, right, the baby?
Give me a fist bump.
Look at this beautiful baby boy. Look at how big his hands are, you guys. They're almost as big as mine. Yeah, guys, I definitely need to keep an eye on all of these things. Aerial predators are honestly our biggest concern here when it comes to all these little creatures. A good-sized red-tailed hawk could take these little babies, let alone those tiny little cappies. But look at this. Oh, my goodness. This is my dog. Boo boo. Look how goofy she is too, you guys. This is Floppa. This is literally just a cat, you guys. It's amazing that if you find an injured or orphaned wild animal, it could just be basically domestic. And honestly, it's super rare that she's acting like this. Most of the time, she's just attacking me nonstop. As you can see right now, she is being very, very sweet. But I say just give her 2 minutes and then she's attacking my face and biting me nonstop at 75% force. So this is awesome, you guys. I love giving her the whole space to run around because now she can prove to me that she can climb up things. She's able to jump around, jump down on surfaces. And because of her horrible metabolic bone disease, she couldn't even walk just about a week ago. If you guys are new here, this is what her little wrist used to look like when she first came in. She could barely even walk. Because those shaky back legs and those bowed front legs are clear signs of metabolic bone disease. And now she's doing amazingly well, to the point where I can throw her around and she'll run right back. And she's climbing all over me and the couches. She can jump down from here and it's not going to hurt her. And she's eating all kinds of food. And she's getting to be just about ready to go back outside to an outdoor enclosure. And just like Boo Boo, if we can pair her with another little bobcat, then I think she'll be able to go back to the wild. Because if you guys remember, Boo Boo, our coyote, was way too friendly until we moved him outside, that is, and put him with another bobcat. Cabby. And as you guys can see, she's walking around just fine. I don't see a limp at all anymore, basically. And at this point, I think she's about ready to go outside. Pretty soon, she'll be big enough to eat those baby cappies. And that would be epic. But if any of you guys wondered what it's like to have a little bobcat in the house, it's basically just this, them biting and attacking your lips and nose and face. Right now, she's being particularly sweet, but any time at night especially, I'll get all kinds of scratches on my face. And she will be going straight for the eyes sometimes.
And I'm gonna be going right for your eyes sometimes.
But look at how sweet she is, even when she's biting my cheek. Look at this titty! All right, everybody, as you can see, Beaver and Capy are living harmoniously together. They certainly don't fight each other at all. And I don't think this little beaver boy minds having some company. But look how big this boy is now, you guys. This is him next to my hand. This is no longer a little baby beaver, and he doesn't make those precious little baby noises anymore. But we obviously still love him. Now he has all of the materials he could possibly need to make his little lodge. As you guys can see, Gort is still over here with all of the babies, and I suppose that this is the nursery now. As you can see, she's no longer being cringe and mean to any of these little fellas because she finally has 2 little fellas of her own. Oh my goodness, look at these boys. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these guys and separate them from these ones just so we can make sure that they get enough milk and stay away away from this open area where all the hawks hang out. Because if those hawks murked my whistling ducks, they'll be able to handle these guys like it's nothing. Oh, look at this precious. All right, everybody, I got the other one. And today I'm going to show you guys how to catch and cook a newborn capybara. Oh, look how cute. All right, everybody. Oh, there's a beaver in there. Look how beautiful this boy is with his tail. For now, I'm just going to herd all these guys out of here. Change your plans. We're going to be herding all these guys into that middle area again. Come on, children. Don't get distracted by the food. Let's go. And while we're waiting for them to come over, look at my dog, Boo Boo. And look, you guys, we even have a little baby in there. What? And this is what I was saying, you guys. The fall is basically a second spring here in Texas because all the animals start to give birth again. And the weather for the next month and a half is going to be in the 90s for the high and the 60s for the low. So it's perfect weather here in Texas. And this is why we love living here. All right, everybody. I'm not stressed out. You're stressed. Okay, now that she's under here, this is a much safer place for her to raise her young, where poggers and queen can protect them from little predators. These trees will protect them from aerial predators. Hog moment. Now we just need to herd all these little creatures out of here. Let's go, mama. Get out of here. But this is obviously a much safer place for those little babies to grow up in. Check this out, you guys. This little jumping spider here caught a fly. Wow, look at that, you guys. He's eating a little fly. We've been getting a lot of good coincidental jumping spider content lately. But that's it for now, you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, almost forgot to tell you.